Hey, I'm gonna do kind of a short episode this week. I have been feeling super shitty lately. I don't really know why. Maybe it's depression. Maybe I've just been super lazy. I don't know, this hasn't been a regular depression for me, though. So I don't really know what's going on. I've just been super lethargic lately. And just, I have not been able to get off my ass and get anything done for a while now. Anyway, that's why I didn't get an episode out last week. That's why I'm so late getting this one out. And a large part of why this one is just going to be new stuff. That, and I've got some considerable new stuff to go over. First things first, Denzel Washington received the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award. A lot of the talented people had very nice things to say about that. But I, of course, wrote that note a week ago, so I remember nothing of what I was going to say on that. Kathleen Kennedy is elected chair of the AFI Board of Trustees. I don't really know what that's going to mean for anyone or anything in the near future, so whatever. Kudos to her, I suppose. Entertainment Weekly is going to change their weekly plan to monthly. I don't know how that's going to affect anyone. I mean, it's not a terrible publication, but I could probably do without it being weekly. And that's all the new stuff I've got, because I was a little bit busy today. Fan X had their press conference to kind of kick off the upcoming convention season. And they had a considerable list of guest announcements today. So I mentioned earlier, I just mentioned this in the last article I posted on the website, commyshitradio.com. Feel free to check that out. They posted a cast photo from Sons of Anarchy and teased a guest announcement from that. My money was on Katie Seagal, but it turns out it actually wound up being Ryan Hurst. Someone I'm not familiar with outside of the 3 or 4 episodes of Sons of Anarchy that I have watched. So, yeah. But I did mention Katie Seagal to someone earlier at the press conference. Who knows? Perhaps that may become something later. We'll see. But aside from that, the guest names that they did announce, we have among artists, authors, and comics creators, Tyler Kirkham, Sal Valuto, who's a cool guy, Bob Almond, J.P. Roth, Ryan Otley. I know Ryan Otley is. I think he's an artist, if I recall correctly. I'd swear he's worked on something I really enjoyed lately, but I cannot remember what it is. I just remember hearing that name Ryan Otley a lot lately, so. Phil Folio, Rob Pryor, Leo Liebelman, Dan Wells, Brandon Mull, Jonathan Mayberry. So those are all fairly regular names for the Salt Lake Comic Convention, now known properly as FanX. But we've got some interesting names in the celebrity list. Already mentioned Ryan Hurst. We've got Matthew Lewis from the Harry Potter films. They announced him a couple weeks ago. So he was the first announcement, or the first guest announcement. And then from RWBY, Aaron Zeck, Lindsey Jones, Kara Eberl. Yeah, they were supposed to be here for the early show last year, if I recall correctly. But there were things going on and they decided not to come then. But it looks like they will be joining us this September. Johnny Cruz, who is most notably from Overwatch, I believe. And he had a fantastic episode on Rob Paulson's podcast. Shit, what is it called now? I forget. Goddamn trains. Talking Tunes, that's the name of it, which I believe has concluded now. So, as if I recall correctly, there will no longer be any new episodes of Rob Paulson's Talking Tunes. But that was a great episode with Johnny Cruz. I recommend it. Charles Martinet, or Martinet. I'm not familiar with him. I believe he's another voice actor. I want to say, it was Super Mario Brothers. I think he may have done voices for some of those recent games. Or maybe all of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him if I see him in September. Lana Parrilla? Or Parrilla? Again, I'm not super familiar with her, so I don't know how to properly pronounce her last name. She was in, what was it, Once Upon a Time? Rebecca Mader? Fuck. Can't remember what she was in now. I just watched the whole, special guest reel again, not 20 minutes ago. And, of course, I can't remember a fucking thing I just watched. This one I'm kind of excited for. Kel Mitchell. He was one of the members of the founding cast of All That. Yeah, he worked a lot with Kenan Thompson. They did the Good Burger sketches and shit. He was also the Invisible Boy in Mystery Men. That's what it was. Yeah. So I haven't seen him in anything lately, but from what I recall, he's a very funny and talented person. So I'm excited to see him. Jason Patric, I guess, is most notably from The Lost Boys. I'm pretty sure that was the kind of in the guest reel they showed scenes from the movies and TV shows and such. I do believe that Jason Patric was in The Lost Boys. Megan Follows, I guess, is from Rain now. And then a little while ago someone posted on the FanX page that she was also Anne of Green Gables. which is a fucking TV series that I have not watched in probably 30 years. I was very young and just remember thinking that the girls were really cute. So that's the only reason I watched it then. God damn it. Okay. Ooh. Leslie Ann Brandt from Lucifer is going to be here. So I would really like to meet her. She seems like a lot of fun. And I'll come back to that one in a second. Danielle Panabaker is coming back. She was up here, 3-4 years ago? But she's been directing a lot more lately, it seems. I'm very far behind on The Flash at the moment. But she's been posting on Twitter and all that the last month or two about directing. Kind of a lot, it seems. So good for her. Carlos Valdez plays Cisco on The Flash. He'll be up here also. That'll be fun. He is someone I would like to meet. He seems like a really just fun, cool person to hang around with. I mean, the impression that I get from what I have seen of him is that he's going to be one of those people who goes out to these conventions and just genuinely loves hanging out with fans and nerds and just doing all the convention shit. So, I'm excited to meet him. Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, he's been doing a lot more lately. I mean, there was 2 decades where nobody knew his name, and now he was one of the kings in Atlantis, or in Aquaman, and he had that story arc in that season of Arrow 3 years ago. I'm super far behind on Arrow too. But I will catch up on that soon, I'm thinking. Because I'm in one of those stages again where I've caught up on all the current shows I'm watching. So now I'm trying to figure out what to keep playing while I try to fall asleep eventually. So, yeah. I may pick up Arrow again, start from the beginning. 'Cause I've always enjoyed the show. I mean, I get it's not always the best storytelling, but it's fun. And those early seasons, they had a lot of the emotional shit that still kind of kicks my heart in the nuts, reminding me of where I've been and what I've done, and just stupid life. Sebastian Roche, I believe he is on Supernatural. So a lot of people in Utah are excited for him, it seems. And Christina Ricci. They announced Christina Ricci also coming up in September. Shit. I swear I knew about something she was doing lately or coming up soon, but I can't remember what. But she's another young lady that I've always had a crush on since I was super young. And she was proportionally young, so it wasn't as creepy as I'm probably making it sound at fucking 1:30 in the morning now. But they also announced Kiefer Sutherland of 24, and I believe it's Designated Survivor. Maybe I'll start watching that. Because that is a show that did look super interesting to me, and I just haven't taken the time yet. So yeah. maybe I'll get in on that. I seriously need to sit down and make a real list of all the shit that I want to watch and then prioritize it. You know, after I finish editing the, 13 hours of content that I've got recorded and ready to upload. Well, ready-ish to upload. Yeah, I was finally cutting through the John Cleese video I recorded at FanX last April. And holy shit. I forgot a lot of what they talked about in that panel. Because that guy is fucking fantastic. Yeah, I was donating plasma while I was editing that. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are just by default disturbed when they hear me laughing for reasons they can't see. But when you see a person with a needle in their arm and the blood flowing in and out of them, and they're sitting there giggling, I imagine it's far more disconcerting than I typically am. Which is, again, hilarious for me. Yeah, it was a fun press conference today. They did it at the Jordan Commons Megaplex instead of the state capitol, where they would normally hold these press conferences. And yeah, they just rented out the theater, so I may post the video myself of the guest reels that they played. I don't know, we'll see. But they played the guest reel up on a big movie screen, and that was cool. Damn it, I am sleepy. And then J Sargent came into town for that. I guess he flew in yesterday to hang out and come to the press conference today, so there were a lot of pictures taken with him afterwards. Obviously, I took a couple pictures with him also. We got to chat for a moment, and he complimented my voice, which felt good. Yeah, that's one of those people where, because he's a heavily experienced actor and voice performer of 30 years now. So if J Sargent says your voice sounds good, then you probably have a good voice. So perhaps this coming weekend I will finally get off my ass and actually put together a reel and start trying to do some real voice work like I've been wanting to pretty much my entire life. I mean, hell, if J Sargent says your voice sounds good, then you better fucking do something with it. So I will. And before I forget, June 16th, this coming Sunday, that will be the end of the loyalty launch. So if you're looking to get your tickets for FanX in September, the VIP pass is right now until the 16th, $206, whereas it will be it'll be $250 starting June 17th, and then starting July 1st it will be $295, and the price at the door on September 5th will be $305. And with the VIP pass, you get everything else of the lesser passes, as well as access to the FanX VIP lounge, the new FanX VIP sling bag, which is an exclusive for FanX 19. A $10 merch voucher, exclusive FanX All Comic Convention collectible, one $30 photo op voucher, 24-hour early access to all high-demand online photo op sales, exclusive VIP gold entrance to Salt Palace, early vendor hall entry, and all the regular stuff you get with that. And with this show, they're starting a new pass that they will call VIP Junior Pass. And that will be $70, and that is, again, until the 16th, it will be $70. And that is for children 9 to 15 years old. And collectible VIP Junior Badge, access FanX VIP Lounge, with the accompaniment of adult VIP holder, and pretty much everything else. The Gold Pass until the 16th will be $73, and then starting the 17th, the price tag on that will be $89, and July 1st it'll jump up to $105, and then $115 out the door. So I need to figure out my fucking finances this weekend so I can get that. The multi-pass until the 16th will be $42. Starting the 17th will be $51. July 1st will be $60. And then at the door it'll be $65. And then the Thursday pass, you can order that until the 16th for $14. That will get you in just on the Thursday, which would be the 5th. And then starting on the 17th, it'll be $17. July 1st, it'll be $20, and at the door, it'll be $25. The Friday pass will be $28 until the 16th. $34 starting on the 17th. $40 starting July 1st. Then $45 at the door. The Saturday pass will be $35 until the 16th. $43 starting on the 17th. $50 starting on July 1st. And $55 at the door. And then, again, child passes are free. All babies and children up to the age of 8. And then there are discount passes available too. So, you guys should go to fanxsaltlake.com and just hit the button that says passes or tickets or whatever. Ticket info. I'll probably say that. And I forgot to do this before, so this actually tacked on a few more minutes. So later on, when I say I had 40 minutes, that's going to be a little weird. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. What else? That's pretty much all I did today. I went and got lunch at the Park Cafe. It's been a while since I've done that. So, swung by, said hi to Sean. He's the owner and proprietor of the Park Cafe. And a really cool guy. He was actually there with his mother, and he introduced us. So, that was cool. But I got the country fried steak. I believe that's what it was. So good. I never had country fried steak until I started hanging out at Moe's Diner, and I really like the country fried steak that they have there, but the country fried steak at the Park Cafe was it must have been at least half a pound. It was a good sized steak. So go to the Park Cafe. It's a great place. And then I had to come home for a minute because I was not getting a signal at all while I was getting lunch. So my phone and none of my devices were connecting to anything. And of course, while I was trying to send text messages and Facebook Messenger messages to friends, letting them know some of the announcements today. Nothing was loading, and it was very frustrating. And sure enough, once I started driving, then my music kicked on. I keep hearing all the beeps and whistles from my phone telling me that all my 3,000 messages finally uploaded and transferred over. But I still needed to come home anyway before I went to donate plasma because all my shit was starting to run low on power. Alright. What else? I finally finished watching Deadbeat, which, not a great show. I mean, it's silly fun. So it's a good way to pass the time. Because, again, I'm sure I've said it on here at some point. I've always liked Tyler Labine. He's always been a really funny guy. And, he had a little bit of a career before he first appeared on The X-Files, which is something I didn't know. But, I watched him on The X-Files. He did 3 or 4 episodes throughout the run of that series. And then he was on the series Reaper with, what's his name? Jay Harris? Shit. That's gonna bug the hell out of me. But, that was a fun show. I really liked that a lot. Brett Harrington, that's his name. God damn. But, Deadbeat, like I said, was alright. He did a great job in it. But, I mean, just as a whole, the show wasn't the best. But, that 3rd season, Cal Penn shows up. And I wouldn't say he makes the whole show better, but everything was definitely stepped up in that 3rd season. So, as a whole, it was the best season, I think. It was still silly, stupid fun, but I wouldn't mind getting Tyler Labine up here for Fan X. That'd be a great show. But I also started watching New Amsterdam finally. Started watching that yesterday because of Tyler Labine, and seeing the commercials for it, it did not seem like the classic stoner type comedy that Tyler Labine typically does, like Reaper and Deadbeat. But he does a fantastic job in this show. I mean, he does get some good comedy in there, but the show itself is a medical drama, I guess you could say. And like I said, he gets some good jokes in there, but he does the serious stuff really well too. So if you don't watch that, I recommend it. I've just about caught up on that one, I think. I'll most likely finish it either tonight or possibly tomorrow night. We'll see. Because Christopher Titus is in town doing one show tonight, being Thursday night. So I've got tickets to that. My brother and I are going to go and watch that show, which, as always, is going to be a phenomenal show. So I'm excited for that. God damn it, I am sleepy. Archer 1999 episode 3 came out last night, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm mostly enjoying it for just for the simple fact that it's the whole Archer show done sci-fi, which is great. But this season is seeming more episodic, kind of like I don't know, seasons 3, 4, maybe 5. So the things I liked most about seasons 8 and 9 is that those seasons were each a little more serialized, and like I think you could easily just cut them all together without all the credits and commercials and that, and get a good 2 hours 45 minutes maybe. So it would be a lengthy feature length film, but yeah, you could cut them together and make a single film out of the total seasons. I don't think that's the case with this one. And I was talking with one of my friends about it, and as far as I know at least, the only information that we have is that season 10 will be the last season that was ordered like 4 years ago. I don't believe Archer has been officially canceled, but I don't know that there's been an order placed for more episodes after season 10. So I will look into that further later on. Maybe when I finally learn to not yawn on mic. See if there's time with that. Yeah, what I'm thinking is, the end of season 10, one of 3 things is going to happen. 1, Archer will just die, and that'll be the end of it. Archer will live, and they will just kind of leave on a happy note and end the series and call it good at that point. Or he'll live and they'll go back to work. Obviously, I can't say for sure what will happen, since I don't know any information about what was or wasn't ordered after season 10. But I'm thinking that Archer's just going to wake up from his coma, and they will most likely just end this series there. Which, yeah, it's not good news, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be a good place to end it. They've done a lot of crazy, wacky things with that show, and it has all been fun. But 10 seasons, that's a good run. They could probably just call it there and be good. Because, I mean, I will rewatch that shit regardless. I honestly watched the whole... God damn it. Because I honestly watch the whole series of Archer maybe twice a year. And I don't see that trend ending anytime soon for me. Oh, would be fun though. Alright. So, we'll go over the Wise Guys lineup this weekend. Like I said, Christopher Titus is doing one show tonight at 7. I don't know if there are any tickets left available for that. I saw a low ticket alert earlier this week, maybe later last week. I can't recall now when. But yeah, Titus's shows tend to sell out pretty quick. Yeah. It still says there's some tickets available. So yeah, at 7 p.m. at Wise Guys Downtown. And then the 14th and 15th, Sam Morrill is doing 2 shows each night. The price point on those tickets is $15. And there are seats available. Spence Roper is headlining Wise Guys Ogden. Yeah, Ogden. 1 show each night. $12 for those tickets. Ismo is headlining Jordan Landing. 1 show each night. $15 on those tickets. Oh, and Tanner Nicholson is headlining June 20th. You should definitely go to that show. I mean, he's very funny. He's yeah, I mean, I pretty much enjoy all of the local comedians, but he is definitely among the funnier comics around here. But yeah, 1 show, Thursday, June 20th, $5 to get into that. You should do that. It is worth your time. Okay, that's all the Wise Guys stuff this weekend. Hop on to Facebook real quick, see if there's anything worthwhile there. Alright. Where the hell is... God damn it. Oh, fuck you, Facebook. Just give me my fucking calendar like what I used to use and was familiar with, you bastards. Yeah, I don't like how they keep changing all this shit when there's nothing wrong with it. But Facebook especially is like, oh, we're updating things so you can... That's how it sounds to me with my inside voice. Fuck. Seriously? Alright, well... Yeah, this is absolute bullshit. Fuck it. What? No, just... Why? Ugh. I want my fucking alright, fuck you, Facebook. Alright. I have no idea what the hell is going on Facebook because I can't pull up the goddamn calendar. Yeah, shit. Alright. Fuck that noise. Oh yeah. New Magic the Gathering set came out this weekend. I was wanting to get a booster box for the pre-release, but it was one of the modern whatever sets. So I was not able to swing the cost of it this time because the modern whatever sets. This one is actually designated Modern Horizons. They do those sets as it's kind of tricky to explain. It's kind of a limited set, but they reprint a lot of the popular cards from think any given set since the last modern set, which, is not bad. I mean, but, well, like the core sets, they would reprint a bunch of cards for those from the previous 2 or 3 blocks maybe. But I want to say that the modern sets come out once every, it's not once a year, maybe once every 3 years? It's a long while in between. So there is a far greater resource pool to draw from to build those sets. And like I said, I think they're typically a smaller-ish set. At any rate. Yeah, those booster boxes tend to be a little more than twice the price of a regular standard booster box. So, yeah, I was not able to swing that this time. But the next set, which I believe would be the... it should be the supplement set to War of the Spark. Hopefully I'll have my money problems figured out and well enough by then that I can get in on that. We'll see. That will should give me maybe a month or 2, I think. Or maybe 3 months. Yeah, I think the modern sets, they would still drop in the same release pattern as they do all the other sets. Yeah. So that's why we did not do any Magic the Gathering this last week. But I am working on putting together a group that will play regularly. So we will have content dealing with that. It just seems unusually difficult to get people to show up to play games when you're not paying them. Go figure. Well, anyway. So yeah, my aimless rambling has gotten us to about 40 minutes. Almost, so I think we'll call it there. And, oh yeah, I forgot to check Twitter to see if anyone voted in that poll I posted last week. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the Patreon episodes. Because we've been using the phase rip system and playing some superhero games that I will be putting up on Patreon. I wanted to this week, but I don't know. I'll see about getting it up there by the end of the month. I just need to figure out how to use Patreon. But with, yeah. With the routine that I come up with for our superhero games, I should be able to maintain content fairly regular on there. Thing is, these particular games, I'm kind of running to be essentially more or less self-contained one-shots, so that the recording sessions are not so dependent upon having the entire group. So I think the first thing I will post will be Thundor's Origin, and that one was just Ben and me just playing around, seeing how Thundor became Mr. Smith, or whatever fucking bullshit he calls that asshole. Oh, Ben, you bastard. At any rate, so that particular story was about 4 hours and change. So I don't know yet whether I want to break that up into multiple episodes, making it a multi-part story, or just releasing the whole thing as a single audio story. And yeah, I posted a poll on Twitter to gauge a response to that, and I forgot I had not looked at that lately. At any rate, if any of you have an opinion on any of this, feel free to text or voicemail the Comedy Shed Radio Hotline, 801-900-3154. And there's the contact page on the website, comedyshedradio.com. And yeah, that will let you use the email to email us. And then of course there's Facebook and Twitter, at Redstone Diaries on Facebook, and at Redstone Diaries on Twitter. Or you can just search Tim Flood and you'll find all that shit. What else? I think that is pretty much it. Let's see. Talked about Archer, talked about New Amsterdam. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. Have a good night.